I almost forgot my name is Fillmore. I'm experiencing a nervous breakdown. I'm certain of this because things that once seemed harmless are now starting to disturb me. For example, deja vu. I was lying with my head in the pillow when the word Satan crept to my head, and suddenly I'm struck with a feeling that I've lived this moment before, like I lived it in a dream. This happens to me constantly now. I don't know why. The question, why would I be living my dreams, is driving me crazy. Anything can trigger the sense of deja vu. Anything. A word, a movie scene, a fart. Deja vu won't go away. It's like my mind is twitching. Did I really live these moments in a far-off dream? Or did I just make it up? This chronic deja vu is one of my problems. The last of a long succession of problems eating away at me. It's also the straw that broke the camel's back. Now my psychic defenses have been grinded away. Now I'm just an open soul of a man, being exposed to all kinds of disease. More deja vu. And it all began when my parents divorced. Then my dad abandoned me. Then my mom died. Now my family's dead. After that I lost my job. They didn't pay me much, and it barely covered the rent. But I made it up with insurance money. That money's running out now. And once I don't make rent this month, the landlord will throw me into the streets. I don't have anywhere to go but deeper into confusion. I'm sorry. I don't do anything right. God's reproductive glands. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry I never learned how to take care of myself. God's post-traumatic stress. Sorry I forgot to take out the garbage after you asked me twice. I'm pathetic. God, I'm so thirsty. I'm shocked to see my mother. What is she doing inside her old kitchen? I mean, she's been dead for months now. Oh, this must be a miracle. God does have mercy. Then it hits me once again, deja vu. It occurs to me, yes, this is a gift from God. This thing I've been experiencing, called deja vu, is really God's way of communicating to me, warning me of danger. Yes, of course, it all makes sense now. Wait, this doesn't make any sense, logically. I don't believe in God. I hate God. But when you're in the grip of a mental breakdown, you have no use for logic. Yes, deja vu, my mom. Thank you, God. I feel very privileged, and I'm in debt to my thirst. Obviously, she's back from the dead, and she too has lost her mind. I wake up. I receive a message from God. It says something's wrong with my mom. I need to check on her. I've seen hobos do something like this. It means only one thing. She must be hungry. Looks like a trip to the grocery store is due. Damn, another message. This time I'm struck with a sense of danger. It must mean my mother is dying of starvation, and the trip to the store is urgent. Don't worry, Mom. I'm not going to let you die. Again. Of course, for people experiencing a mental breakdown, a case of agoraphobia set in. In my case, a very severe one. But I must press on. My mother's dying for the second time. To let her die twice would be a slap in God's face. I must pull myself together. I'm not sure if I could trust these zombie neighbors.
Top of the morning to you.
See, they don't mean to kill me. It's all in my head.
I'm gonna eat your brain.
Now where'd my mother go? This must have been what the message was warning me about, warning me not to leave the house. Where'd she go? Did she get trapped in the oven? Did she get lost in the living room? Is she sleeping? Is she dead? Is she dead in her sleep? No. Look at her. So peaceful. Means only one thing. She's dead. And only a dead person can be that peaceful. I receive another message. She was killed. Who would kill my mom the second time? Oh no. Must have been one of the mad neighbors. They must have snuck into the house when I left. The killer's still here. The killer escaped. That's what he wants me to think. That's it. Can't find him. And the killer's still in the house waiting for me to fall asleep so he could cut my head off. That's it. Can't sleep now. I won't sleep. Nothing left in this house but my thoughts and the killer. My killer thoughts. The killer's here. The killer's in my head. The murderer moved in. He's sleeping in my goddamn bed. Oh, why did they leave me?
He's perfect. He's in my head. He wants to get me, Ed. He's the same killer. Same one who robbed JFK. He's on a killing spree. He's after me.
Ugh, can't sleep. I sleep in my house, under the floorboards,
Inside the walls. Shitting on my toilet. Shitting on top of my brain.
God just sent me another message. He says that I'm making all this up. It's all in my head. These people are not really in my living room. Just like my mother didn't really come back from the dead. She was always gone. This is all just a psychotic episode. It's hard for me to believe this message, though. I mean, would a figment of my imagination be able to communicate to me through writing signs? They're real, as sure as I'm sucking air. I think. She misspelled douche the same way I would have. That doesn't mean anything. That's the killer. He's coming back for me. He has a sharp blade with him, waiting to turn my face into a Francis Bacon painting. Best strategy for survival in this case is to attack first. This killer must be some sort of madman, offing my mother for no reason at all. He must have no soul. I must kill him to protect myself and my fellow citizens. I mean, I'm doing a public service by helping this creep. Might even be rewarded. There is a possibility that I'm making all this up. This guy could really be harmless. I can't tell what's real anymore. Suddenly, I'm reminded of words of advice my dad gave me before he too ran out on me.
Daddy? Yes, son?
What does regret mean?
Well, son, a funny thing about regret is that it's better to regret something you have done than to regret something you haven't done. And by the way, if you see your mom this weekend, would you be sure and tell her,
Satan! Satan! Satan!